What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kind of Funny Spider-Man in Review. That's right. We are ranking and reviewing every single one of the Spider-Man movies that have ever been created.
All of them.
How you feeling, Greg?
Feeling great.
You feeling real good?
Yeah, how are you feeling?
This episode is AKA
Hard Truths.
The Hard Truths.
It's the hard truth.
All these movies are bad.
Hard truths. I'm glad these are over.
True.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tim Gettys. This is Andy Cortez.
Hey,
We
guys.
got Kevin Coelho. We got Greg Miller. And
Hi.
over there, we got Nick Scarpino.
To his immediate left.
You got some party in that cup.
I've been partying all week long, baby.
You've been partying for the last 3 months. You're on a bender.
I am back on the sauce, and I'll be honest with you guys, catch me if you can.
Never felt better. And, like, to be clear to everyone, the sauce is Diet Coke.
It is Diet Coke, and sometimes sugar-free Red Bull, and I mix in a little
Sometimes
coffee.
both, yeah.
Yeah, all of them together. To be fair, Diet Coke and coffee, terrible. Or coffee and sugar-free Red Bull,
Not bad. We're on
Now we got a witty combination.
might
Nick,
be something.
I think we should start the hard truths. It might be too much. I'm legitimately
This show
concerned.
happens every Thursday at 9 a.m. on youtube.com/Kind of Funny and podcast services by searching for Kind of Funny Reviews. But this is the end of the season of this Kind of Funnies in Review. We made a mistake that some of you might have heard on various forms of this show, saying that we were going to do the DCEU in review. We're not going to do that. At least not
Because
at
all
this
those
time.
movies are perfect, and they're
All
tied for
perfect.
number one.
We decided, we heard your feedback. We're going to take a little bit of a break. This show was designed to be a seasonal show in the beginning.
Yeah.
And we think it might be good to pump the brakes just a little bit before coming back strong
It's just
at some
it's
point
fun.
in the future.
It's just so much fun. We just kept going with it. And
Well, that's the
now
thing.
it's
Usually
time.
seasonal shows for Kind of Funny, 8 episodes.
Yeah.
We did 22 of the first part of in review for the MCU.
then we just kept
It was
going.
like
we kept
it
going.
was like
Then
an
we never
ABC
stopped.
network show.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did the MCU, then we did the X-Men movies, now we did the Spider-Man movies. What's next? I don't know, but leave your suggestions in the comments. We'll check them out, and we'll figure out some way to decide what is next.
Maybe
and
the
when
Harry
next.
Potter films.
Maybe Harry Potter.
I don't know.
Maybe Magic Mike. I don't know. There's
Magic
a lot
Mike
of
needs
lot
to
of
happen.
options.
Yeah,
Only two of those
Ghostbusters.
movies.
Doesn't
Ghostbusters.
matter.
From what I
Maybe
understand, only one of them is a
Ghostbusters.
good movie.
Yeah. A pitch
Mission
I want
Impossible.
to do is I want to do the and I need it. Someone give me a better name for this because I don't have one. But the M. Night
PP go Bing Bang.
Shyamalan, M. Night Shyamalan superheroes in review.
You could say the
Wait,
Unbreakable,
just-
M. Night in
Unbreakable
review.
verse.
But see, it wouldn't be that.
No, yeah,
because it
yeah.
wouldn't be all the M. Night movies.
No, it's the
It'd be
Unbreakable.
just
He's Unbreakable in
split.
review.
Yeah, but I think that just calling them under the unbreakable umbrella is what you
M.
would do.
Night Fright.
The theme
Zone.
for it, the
But
theme
how-
can be
PP being a
an
bomb.
umbrella that's unbreakable. Like things are trying to hit, just bouncing off.
But do
Umbrella.
you think doing a thing with only 3
Glad you're
movies in
back.
it, including the one that's gonna come out, like is worth it?
I mean, the people will have to let us know. I don't know, Kevin.
Willis in
Only
review.
You're asking
you
the hard questions
can
on this
decide.
Hard Truth episode.
I'll tell you, I always try to get myself. I loved Unbreakable, and I'm excited for Glass. And then it's always I try to psych myself up to watch Split, and I just can't do it.
It's
Wait,
an
really?
intense
Split
film.
is.
What do you mean
I
psych
really like
yourself
Split.
up?
Like at first when I remember when I saw the trailer, I was like, I like M. Night Shyamalan, and I like McAvoy, and I was like, I'm never gonna get out to see that. And then you came in like there's a great twist. I'm like, just tell me. And you told me, and I'm like, that is a great twist, but I feel like I know everything I need to know. I don't feel like I
dude,
need to.
it's so good.
I don't think I need to watch
I
it.
just picture you, like,
watching
in the
him
living
act
room.
is amazing.
I picture you in the living room like, come on, let's go, baby. Like,
I get to Amazon.
turn it
I
on,
get on
like,
there with
not
my
today.
controller. I get to Amazon. I'm like, you want to do it, Jen? We doing it now? Punch me in the face. Punch me in the face. And I'm like, why don't we watch? Last night, it was right there. Instead, we went Winchester.
Yeah.
I fell asleep
If we
pretty
did
much
that, though,
immediately.
it'd be nice
Winchester.
to watch good movies.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
You know,
God,
a
it's been
long fucking
so-
time.
I went
so
back
long.
recently and watched Unbreakable, and it's cool to watch that with some fresh eyes, especially seeing where it's going. It's really nice. And Split, I think you'd like Split a lot.
I'm sure I would,
It's,
but man, there's so many games.
especially now that you know it's in sort of a superhero like universe. Like seeing it it actually makes it probably a little less intense, but it's a fucking intense movie.
It's real intense. It's real
It's
damn-
good,
real
and James
damn
McAvoy
intense.
is good.
But we're not talking about that today. Today we are talking about Spider-Man. Last week you guys watched Venom. We
Yep.
did
did.
your review discussion, put that up there. I was gone, so I didn't get to partake in this. So now we're going to officially rank where Venom falls. What was your guys' kind of take on Venom?
I
Solid
think I'm the
5 out
only
of
one that
6.
very much didn't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Everyone
I
was seeing-
thought
yeah.
not that bad. Kind of surprised at how not bad it was.
Same.
It was, yeah. I think there were parts of it that I was like, I very much enjoyed. The only unfortunate aspect for the film for me was that those parts were not the parts that involved Venom. It wasn't the parts that involved Venom fighting another Venom,
Gray Venom.
which was weird. Like all that stuff. The last like 20 minutes of me, I was like, I don't care about any of this. But Tom Hardy, I thought, brought some interesting kookiness to the role. Michelle Williams was given some interesting direction too, so watching them was kind of fun. But it was weird. And then he jumps into the lobster tank. You're like, what's happening?
That was really fucking weird.
Yeah.
A lot of weird shit in that movie.
A lot of weird shit.
It was like watching a slow motion train wreck where you're like, this is entertaining, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Well said, Nick.
I also don't understand, like, there is no excitement for Carnage. Granted, I don't think that movie's going to get made. Mm-hmm. And Woody Harrelson.
I think it is. Venom made a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's all the box office.
That sucks.
Sadly.
Cool Greg said that he recently went to the theater and that
Saw Venom come
It-
outside.
yeah,
was
and
in San
but that
Francisco.
every showing was still sold out.
What?
Yeah.
For some odd reason, it's a hit.
Oh
And
my
I can't
God.
imagine
That's
why.
insane.
Everybody's desperate. That's for superhero movies.
But I was going to say,
They need more. There's
Don't
not enough
drink
of
the
them
sand.
out there.
I don't understand how Riot's any different from Carnage. Like, Carnage is, like, his abilities is that he makes blades.
Something like maybe
Riot
I'm just
made
not
blades.
familiar enough with like the Venom
You're
storyline
not.
when he was just like, I'm a loser.
Yeah, God, that sucks.
Like, what the
That was
fuck?
another shitty moment. It was like,
Yeah, that
cute.
was. I mean, that was the
Was
film's
it
biggest.
cute. Yeah.
No.
That was the film's biggest problem, was that none of that was set up early.
You know, his
right?
motivations
Like,
for why he suddenly wanted to stay and save everybody. Yeah.
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 What was the concept here? We were going to take over this planet, and then he just flips a switch. Why? Because it was just not very well set up,
Now,
not well supported.
I missed a very important conversation, so I'm going to need a little wigging out action.
Is it a wig? I don't know. Wigging out with Scarpino.
Throwing it over to guest host today, Tim Gettys. Tim Gettys, what do you have to say?
Carnage.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. All right.
I feel like here's what
when
happened.
I saw it, I'm like, is that Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, Woody Harrelson as Carnage. That's pretty fucking Why is that on his head?
Why is it
Yeah.
a Cabbage
Here's
Patch Kid?
What I think happened.
Cassidy's
Woody
got
Harrelson.
locks.
A lot of people don't know this. Woody Harrelson, hot off of doing Annie on Broadway, right?
Is that
Must
true?
have just worn no.
well, I don't know.
He was Annie.
He was Annie. Must have just forgot to take the wig off.
Oh, I
and
thought he was
director
the
like,
other guy that was
I'm loving
bald.
this look, Woody. Let's keep it. Woody's like, no, I can take it off. I'm bald under here. It's totally fine. I'll look like Carnage when I take it off because
Yeah.
Carnage has like a smooth. No, keep the wig on.
Carnage has
Keep
red
the
hair.
wig.
Well, my problem with that
Not when
wig
he comes
was
Carnage.
add some white
looks
to
like
it.
that.
Add some white hairs.
Give something.
Give it some age. Why does the guy look like he just got his hair dyed in the jail cell? Like it was way
Maybe
too
they
saturated.
did it like, you know how they make sometimes they'll make prison beer out of the toilet water.
Yeah.
Maybe they did prison dye out of the toilet
Maybe they
water.
did prison
Possibly.
dye. Yeah.
Like, you don't know how they
Possibly.
dye their hair in there. Can you get that?
Exactly.
Like Heath Ledger's Joker, right? The green hair is kind of like desaturated and gross looking. That's what I was expecting to see. But
Yeah.
instead it was just like
I never thought about, like, can you imagine Heath Ledger going to get his hair done or doing it himself? Like,
There has
as the Joker? I'm sorry, as the Joker.
Oh, okay.
That was a bad way to approach that.
But,
Move on.
but there has to be someone still left over in the executive branch at Sony Pictures, right? Who's like, no, this is a comic book movie. It has to be comic booky. And everyone else in the room must be like, no, we're good. Like, we've moved beyond that. We can treat these like real movies. And that person's like, no, I'm putting my foot down. It has to be a comically red fucking wig. And everyone's like, you know what, just give it to him. Give it to him. Because it's probably their last day anyway. This movie's going to tank. And it didn't. And now
That's
they're
insane.
running the show.
So the current rankings of the Spider-Man movies. Cool, Greg, please bring it up. Currently, the standings are number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 3, Spider-Man 2. Number 4, Spider-Man. And number 6, Spider-Man 3. Still my favorite thing. We need to decide where does Venom rank. And I'll tell you what, guys. This was a hard one for me.
I'm
This
putting
is a
it.
hard
wasn't for
list.
us.
Not that hard for us, yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
an empty spot at 5 right
We
now.
all put it
and I
at
think
yeah.
5.
all
We're
of us
all
agree.
like
Really?
5.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Now it's voting time. Who thinks it's better than Spider-Man 3? I do.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, of course.
Everyone. Yeah, that
Who
movie's
thinks
trash.
it's better than Spider-Man?
Oh, wow.
Who thinks it's better than Spider-Man 2?
Ah, it's really
See?
hard. I
That's
feel
really
like,
hard.
I
I'm like,
feel
honestly,
like if
they're
I
pretty
have
close.
to watch one of those two movies again, and I know I'm gonna get fucking ripped apart for this, man, Spider-Man 2 did not age well. It's not a good
So
movie.
you'd rather
anymore.
Venom over Spider-Man 2?
I'd rather not watch any of these movies ever
I
again.
get that.
That's
You
the,
know?
yeah.
But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I gotta put Spider-Man 2 above it because at least there's like kitschy fun in it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that,
but like, damn, I haven't agreed with Greg before on this, where it's like
on anything.
it's definitely better than the Amazing Spider-Man. You know,
No. It's
I think
would
yeah,
disagree.
Venom.
I would disagree.
I think it's better than the Amazing Spider-Man.
No.
Venom has
So
very
I'm
little
throwing
plot.
the veto vote in there, and we move The Amazing Spider-Man down one, huh?
And then Thor above Incredible
Too
Hulk.
late. It's too late.
You want it?
It's too late. This
Listen, if we
list is
can't have an open door P policy, we can't have a veto.
So
vote
the
on these.
final ranking of the
Very different.
official Kind of Funny rankings of the Spider-Man movies.
Kind of
Number
safe.
1, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 3, Spider-Man 2. Number 4, Venom. Number 5, Spider-Man. And number 6, Spider-Man 3.
There you go.
Now we're
how
going to go
about
around
that?
the table
Well, there it is.
and read our own rankings
There it
for
is.
how we would rank these movies.
Yeah.
Cool, Greg. Can you please bring up my rankings? And my rankings are the exact same rankings as the final rankings.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah. Number 1, Spider-Man 2. Number 2, Amazing Spider-Man. Number 3, Spider-Man 2. Number 4, Venom. Number 5, Spider-Man. And number 6, Spider-Man 3. Cool, Greg. Can you bring up Andy's rankings, please?
You
The-
want to talk about it?
The exact same. No, I'm kidding.
Andy?
Number 6, I have
Jesus.
Spider-Man 3 just because it sucks. Number 5, Amazing Spider-Man 2. That movie really disappointed me. And I think my rankings all go to expectations versus reality sort of thing. I am like, yeah, exactly. Venom, I thought it was going to be a complete shit show, and I still think it's bad. There was a guy recently who tweeted like, I gotta agree with Andy, man. Venom, good movie. I was like, whoa, wait, no. Never said that. Again, Venom, I thought it was gonna be a complete shit show. I thought it was still bad, but
was.
walked out surprised at how not terrible it was.
Okay.
Still
Okay.
bad.
Was the line in the movie? I don't know.
No.
It wasn't in the movie.
It looked like they
gave him
cut
so
right
much
before
shit
it.
for that. Yeah, they probably
They
were like, we
the
gotta cut
editor
that.
watched his
Yeah.
Kind of Funny morning show. He understood that Andy
Yeah.
is not a fan of that
Yeah.
line and that acting.
So Venom, those are the expectations for that. But then on the other side of it, I feel like there was just so much potential with Andrew Garfield movies that I
hurt.
want. Like part 2 could have been so cool, and it
hurts.
could have built upon. And it really breaks my heart that it wasn't. So that's why I put the Amazing Spider-Man 2 that low. Amazing Spider-Man 1, I just love the chemistry between Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy.
Stone
So
there,
that's
yeah.
why I have that as number 1. And then Spider-Man 2, I left at number 2. I think it's better than Venom. So
Okay.
Kevin.
I did mine wrong.
God damn it, Kevin.
Fucking idiot.
why?
Because I just did it really quickly.
Yeah,
No.
pick it
Yeah, I guess. Let's go. Spider-Man 3 in the bottom.
Kevin looked at me earlier and
Amazing
said,
Spider-Man 2.
I don't want to rank these.
Yeah, I really didn't want to. Honestly, I didn't enjoy these movies.
They're his children.
Rewatching it was difficult, and I'm glad it's over, and I don't ever want to do it again. So yeah, my ranking would go Spider-Man 3 is the bottom. Number 5 is Amazing Spider-Man 2, just because it's also terrible. Then Spider-Man, then Venom, then Spider-Man 2, then The Amazing Spider-Man. And Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and Venom, honestly, it's a toss-up. I'm not a fan of any of those movies, and if I have to rank them, that's what I rank them.
So what I'm
Please
hearing
ignore
is
this.
you don't like any of these movies.
Don't like any of these movies. Yeah, I'm
Clarified.
when it came
Just to
out, it was
clarify.
cool. It was something different and awesome, and man, we've learned a lot, and I'm very, very happy that where we are now with movies and comics.
Yeah, the thing about Venom, I tweeted this, but I feel like this movie was more like X-Men quality than it was fucking like
like
Fantastic
Thank
Four
you.
quality,
Yeah.
which we all kind of expected it to be.
100%.
Some of us really like Fantastic Four, so I don't know what you mean by that.
Really?
I watched the first 2 many times, not the remake.
Flame on.
You were a young kid, though, right?
Yeah, I was very young.
Yeah.
Super young.
I understand that, I guess.
Greg Miller?
Yeah.
Hit me with the hard truth.
Welcome to #HardTruths. All of you have hit the crack pipe so many times in this series. It's made me sick to my fucking stomach
Yeah.
to be next to you.
tell him, Greg.
You fucking grubs in a
tell him,
spider web. Andy.
Eating some bamboo, you pandering
Shaking
panda
your
over here,
fucking
dude.
head.
Eat that bamboo, you piece of shit.
I know it sucks, Andy.
know how to
That's
do
the
that.
mainstream. The majority of people have a good opinion, and you have a shit opinion.
panda bear. They have to tell me how sex.
Pandering panda over here eating bamboo.
He got you. Panda bear.
I'm still lost though. Like, so wait,
Who are you yelling at?
am I pandering
are
after
you
the
yelling at there?
fact?
You're a pandering panda.
You're pandering to
Yeah.
the audience.
To the audience.
To the
You are
audience.
pandering.
I know. I understand that.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
understand that argument.
Bamboo because you're a panda.
I understand those
they eat
arguments.
bamboo.
How was I pandering when I voted before we knew how crazy the audience was about Raimi?
No, we always
no,
knew.
we
From the
knew.
beginning,
From
we
the
always knew.
beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
giving us shit since day
Oh
one.
my
on
God,
this one.
nonstop.
Let me guess,
We're like, this movie's
one
terrible.
through
I was like,
3, the
that's great.
Raimi trilogy. Or
No,
number
no.
1, just the Raimi trilogy
Show it.
altogether.
You can throw it up there, cool, Greg. Of
Homecoming,
course.
not even on the list.
Number 1, Spider-Man 2. Number 2, Spider-Man. Number 3, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Number 4, The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 5, Venom. And number 6, Spider-Man 3. Let's break down I mean, I don't even have to go out here and tell you why Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man, of course, are 1 and 2. They're of the films we just
You
watched.
should tell me.
They're
Yeah,
the
you
best
don't have to
films.
tell us.
Here's the most
They're
important
the
thing.
best films.
Number 3, 4, and 5, right? Here's what I'll say about all of these movies. So fucking forgetful. You're like, oh, let's talk about Venom. I'm like, oh, what the fuck even happened? I watched Venom 2 weeks ago. Don't remember anything about it because it's a boring movie that nothing really happens in.
You don't remember when he was like, I'm a loser?
I do remember that
Okay,
when we talk
all
about
right.
it. But let me dial it back and say this was what I mean in that statement. Since leaving in review for Venom, I have not thought about Venom once. I have not reminisced on what a funny joke that was,
Venom
what a
sucks.
great action scene that was at all. Very similar to The Amazing Spider-Man. Of like, I remember when we were talking about this and I was like, I can't even remember this before we watched it. I can't even remember what the lizard looks like in that movie because I watched it and forgot it. The reason Amazing Spider-Man 2 is at number 3 above these films is that I at least remember Jamie Foxx. I remember that performance.
He was so bad
I
in it,
remember,
though.
again, it's very campy and goofy and a very cartoon comic book come to life. That way.
But
amazing.
what you remember Spider-Man 1 and 2 though?
Yeah.
Like, did you think about
You know
them?
what?
Like, you left them in review. And
Here's
you're
what
like,
happened. He got hit in the head like Harry Osborn did. He doesn't remember the other movies.
Strawberries.
Greg, I'm your friend Nick.
Like strawberries.
Here's your basketball.
Oh, Nick, do you remember when we played basketball back at Old Man Wilkinson's PE
We
class?
did it for one day because you transferred in our senior year. It was awesome.
I mean, I'm in the vein of, don't get me wrong, like these movies, I don't know. Like, right? None of them, I don't
I get it.
We watch these movies and you're like, oh man, these don't hold up. You know what I mean? We've seen with MCU, like how a superhero film should be done, how Spider-Man should be done. But like, I still think I'm way more forgiving, obviously, than the rest of the table in terms of like what Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 were of their time. And I think they did it well, and I enjoyed Willem Dafoe. He's suffer the children. Like he overacts, yes, but it's
Finish
like
it.
that's the choice they made in it, right?
You know what's not
Finish
forgettable? The day I got a kidney stone, and it still sucked. Terrible.
Sure.
Terrible.
But I mean, here's the thing: you're gonna go to Matt like for the Amazing Spider-Man
Good job, Andy.
movies.
Good one, Andy.
I just think that like to say that a movie is not forgettable, therefore it's better, is a terrible take.
I
the hard truth,
enjoyed.
then.
I enjoyed Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. When we get into the Amazing Spider-Mans and Venom, I did not enjoy these films. Like I was not enjoy. I'm watching. I'm like,
fair.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Emma Stone, she's a great actress still. You know, I like
fair.
what she's doing here. I like this, but I at no point enjoyed those. Right? Amazing Spider-Man is the first movie during this I've ever fallen asleep during. Is that right, or is that Amazing Spider-Man 2? I don't even remember, and it doesn't even matter. In Venom, no. Like Venom is a great example.
No.
Venom is a great example, and so is Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2, I guess, for that instance of just like I don't enjoy movies. Like I feel like I'm one of the biggest, anchors to in review and what its future is going to be. And the fact of just like, cool. Anytime I'm watching a movie that I don't love, I'm like, fuck, I could be playing Assassin's Creed, whatever, anything that's out right now. I could be playing video games right now,
you're so good
and I
at
just don't
recapping
want to
them, though.
fucking dedicate time to it. Like going to see Venom was like. All right, we've seen Venom. Great. I could be doing so much other things with this time right now. But especially Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2. And then of course, I understand that like they were trying to turn this, you're all trying to turn everybody against me. You try to shout me down with this pandering stuff. You want to fucking throw Batman v Superman in my face all the time.
Eat that bamboo. There's
No. That's not what pandas look like.
You're nailing it.
No one can ever sit here with a straight face and not tell you Spider-Man 3 is an abortion. Spider-Man 3 is an insult to all of us and
It's
to every
terrible.
comic book fan or movie fan. Or I'll even take it a step further. It's an insult to anyone with eyes and ears that has a way to ingest this film.
But it's not forgettable.
Andy, I explained what I meant by forgettable.
Put
So
it,
come
put
on,
it at
don't be
number
a dick.
3. Put it at number 3.
Andy, don't be a dick. Andy, come down here. Andy.
You're making a solid
so
point,
bad.
though. I'm happy that at the end of the day, Venom wasn't worse than Spider-Man 3.
Sure.
There was a chance. There was a good chance. And
Yeah.
they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Good for them. Kind of. I wish they'd stop. They should stop.
They should stop.
anymore.
You're not excited for Morbius? No?
No.
Jared Leto.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Doing
that.
another villain.
Is that like
in the comic
actually
world.
happening?
It's actually happening.
God.
Cool, Greg. Please pull up Nick's final Spider-Man rankings.
So my list wasn't crazy different than everyone else's. Rounding out at number 6, obviously Spider-Man 3. I agree with Greg. It was not good on any level. 5. I put Venom at 5.
Right.
Just because we just don't like. I don't know. It was just. It was boring. It's forgettable. The entire third act of it is just Venom fighting Venom, and it's not fun. And I honestly just, my biggest problem with this movie going into it was I was like, how are they going to make this character compelling without Spider-Man as a foil to Venom's protagonist? And
They
it
just
to me,
didn't. They
it just
didn't.
wasn't. Yeah, like Venom to me was always so scary in the cartoon and in the comics because he was the bigger, better, badder, more like twisted Spider-Man, and then it was always fascinating to see how Spider-Man was going to overcome that, especially when he was a part of Spider-Man, like trying to figure all that stuff out was always compelling. But to me, this was just hacky at best.
I did really like how the Venom looked when it wasn't like the symbiote looked off of.
Yeah,
him.
that was cool.
Oh,
Like,
the little,
like the
like,
way it would move
goo.
around.
When it
stuff.
was on him, I liked how it looked. Like,
Yeah,
I thought he
I
looked
thought-
cool.
I thought it was
It was
too
good.
big.
You think it was too big?
Yeah,
just-
because it's like, where is this extra mass coming from? You know?
Symbiosis.
How is it eating?
Symbiote? It eats
things?
air.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of unanswered questions in this bad boy. But what I did think they did right was, I think they managed to have some interesting aspects of the film, but I think
you have some
tonally
ice
it was just
water?
all over the place. Right? I would have loved to see this movie if it was like a rated R sci-fi horror movie where this thing
I thought
was
it kind
like
of pushed the
terrifying.
limits a bit, though.
A little bit, but then we got the weird zany Michelle
Yeah.
Williams who was like, "I'm acting like I'm in the 40s," and it's like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Also, and then we
Why?
got the guy from Veep who's
Yeah,
like straight
dude,
the entire
her
time.
new boyfriend was like
Dan
what
was like the
fuck?
nicest guy on the planet.
he was
The
super
way he
nice.
was written was really weird.
It was
Like,
weird.
he was
All right, you had a
nice
mental
dude.
breakdown and got in this fish tank, but here's go home. Go home all by
yeah.
yourself unattended. We'll see you
You
later.
love this guy. Like, why?
Totally weird. Again, you missed some of my other big criticism of the film, which was that this guy who's playing this Elon Musk style character, Riz Ahmed, is just a kind of nice guy, but kind of psychopath. And there's like 400 people that are witnessing him do all this shit, and they're like not
And they're
stopping
just
him at
totally-
all.
like-
And they're scientists, and they're right across the bay. It's not like they're in the middle of America where they're like they could just go into San Francisco and be like, yo, this guy's killing
guy's
people.
fucking crazy.
He's straight up killing people.
And my thing is-
and none of
But
that
that's
makes
what
any
ended up
fucking sense.
I feel like all
Right?
these
She
critiques
went-
can be put
Kind
to
of.
every other movie,
Yeah.
though.
Totally.
That's true,
But what's weird about
There's
like
just
his
very
little
few
group,
redeemable things in this
the
movie.
group of dudes that he has like chasing Venom.
None of them
man,
like him.
How quickly would you be like, I'm out?
Yeah.
Like, there's no amount of money in the world that's gonna have me chase this.
You don't
feel like they were
understand. They
getting a
were
lot of
all
money.
high school brothers, buddies.
I
You know.
guess, except all of them were a good conservative.
basketball
like,
in the
Was that
10
the
years
prequel
older than
comic?
him.
Yeah, I was surprised you
Yeah,
missed
the
that.
casting, the direction, everything in this movie was just off. It was like there was like 10 people that worked on
Thank
it,
you.
and none of them were in the same room when decisions were being made, and so you just get weird moments. From
It was
one
just
to
an
the
experimental thing.
other. Yeah, it was. I mean, it really does feel like there were too many hands in the cookie jar on this one.
I just don't understand how that movie got done with Tom Hardy's character being like,
An idiot.
yeah, not an idiot, but like, what was he? Like,
At
what
least
was
he
there was
was
something
consistent.
off. Yeah, I guess, but like, that's the worst kind. Like, he committed to that role in that way, and he shouldn't have.
But again, I think
Someone should have been like, hey, that's not how a normal
Yeah.
person would react to
it's
any of
also
this.
not
Any
Venom.
part.
Venom's supposed to be this evil symbiote that takes over your brain and corrupts you and like takes all of your bad tendencies and amplifies them. And in this one, he was like, "I'm just kind of a stoner. It's over here. Let's eat some stuff." Like the whole for like 2 hours, it's like, "I'm hungry, so
eat
hungry."
shit.
I'm like, "What weed are you smoking right now, Venom? Go away. We're in San Francisco, but it's legal."
He needs sustenance, man.
Going back to my list, so that was Venom's running out number 5. I could not, in any good conscience, put Venom above Spider-Man. The original Spider-Man obviously is the one that started it all, and as you guys know, that counts for
hate
something.
that. I hate when you do that.
Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man.
What does it
while
count for? It's number 4.
It's it's at least better than the one that just came out. That's why I'm saying that. Spider-Man 2 is number 3. I put that as still good, but I honestly think that's one of those. Like, I think people are arguing for Spider-Man 2 being good based on the merits of their nostalgia, and I don't see it watching it back. It just does not hold up. I put The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at number 2. And then The Amazing Spider-Man 1 at number 1, just because I feel like they at least tried to do something different and nailed more things than they didn't in the Amazing Spider-Man series. And that's why. That's my list, and I'm sticking to it.
I got you.
There you go.
It's going
There you
everywhere.
go.
Spider-Man.
Man, how many Spider-Man movies have you watched and you just did this? You didn't even do that.
I did. I just,
You nailed it.
What
man.
if Spider-Man
Let me do it
Homecoming
like Greg
rank
would
if
do
we
it.
had to put it on
Yeah,
the
Let me
list?
do it where
check.
Greg would do it.
He's being the panda.
You guys
For
all
all,
want to be
for all the
hating ass
people though,
haters.
they were
You're all
like,
hating
"You guys
ass
are gonna be
haters.
surprised." Homecoming's like
Homecoming is leagues above all these
leagues
movies.
above all of them.
It's not even close.
Is there? Yeah, there's. I mean, let's put a
God.
whole other list out with just one ranking on there. It's just Homecoming because it's on its own little dimension.
I legitimately thought of just doing my list, everything blank, number 1 just being Homecoming, and then number 6 being Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, because the rest don't matter.
Joey talked
You
me
got
out of
Into the
it.
Spider-Verse coming out, though,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that looks fantastic.
I think that'll end up being number one by a mile.
On this, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Well-
think that it has a chance of being better than Homecoming?
No.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
I think it. I think
It's,
Homecoming
it can be
has
more
so much
creative.
heart.
That's the thing with
Yeah.
animated,
Yeah, animated can be
and
way more
bringing all
creative.
the other Spider people into this. It could be so much. Like it could be so much fun. We talked about this on Venom, where the post credit scene was that 3-minute snippet, and I was like, wow,
That was
in that
better
3
than the
minutes,
entire
that was
movie.
better than the 2 hours of Tom Hardy trash that we just watched. So, yeah, anything can go. Plus, I got Spider-Ham, and as you know, as a lineage,
as a former
as a
Spider-Man.
former- he did okay.
Yeah.
It's not me, but he did okay.
But
John
my-
Mulaney's
Did
fine.
Did they
I guess.
even have you audition after your Lego Marvel superheroes
No,
2
what they said was they were like, you are Spider-Ham, but we just
Yeah.
wanted a second take on it. They got this new up-and-coming guy, John Mull something, Mulaney or
His
something.
sitcom
I
got
don't know.
canceled, right? So I mean, that's what's
I
going
don't
to
know.
happen.
I guess he's from
Down on
Saturday
his
Night Live.
luck,
I guess he
yeah.
wrote some weird stuff on Saturday Night.
Gotcha.
I threw it to him because I was like, I'm doing well.
That's
I got to give back.
Polite.
I gotta
I'm
give
just
back.
worried that it's not going to focus as much on Miles as I want. Like,
I think it's
bringing
going to be
in all these other.
100% about him, and we're just going to get little touches of other.
I hope
Yeah.
that's the case.
I'm very
Yeah, it's going to be him learning from Peter, right?
Once we saw Noir Spider-Man and Spider-Ham, I was like, oh no, I just want to see
Nah,
like
it's gonna be
Gwen
great.
and
Can't wait.
Yeah,
It'll be about him. It'll be
But it's
about his
Nicolas
journey.
Cage, Andy.
It is. Yeah,
You love Nick Cage.
he's off a hot streak with that Nancy movie or what's it called?
Mandy.
Amanda.
Mandy. Sucked.
Nancy.
You didn't like it? No. Whoa. Wow.
It's a bunch
it's
of
very
nonsense.
Heard a lot of people
A
loved
bunch
it.
of- yeah, a bunch of people are stupid.
A lot of people
Wow.
smoke weed.
Something looks different. They're like, ooh, what do I do? Man, this is
I wanna
like
give
a
some
fucking
awards.
bad 70s,
Let's
80s
start-
movie. Ooh.
With Ragu Bagger.
Dun 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 dun.
Ragu.
Dun 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 dun.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rad Guys Talk Bad Guys, the podcast within a podcast where we rank all the villains we watch in review. Of course, we are ranking all of that there Spider-Man universe
Didn't we already
villains.
do this last week, though?
We did. I don't know where Tim's going, but you throw me the fucking
Just-
ball.
just
I'm gonna
give me
fucking do
who's
the
the
ball.
best villain.
Excuse me, sir. Pipe down. This is not a live action audience. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the glue, Kevin Coelho. And Burpee McBurps.
I'm burping,
Andy,
sorry,
Andy,
I'm burping.
Andy Cortez. What's going on? What'd you eat, buddy? What'd you get
Nugs
into?
and salad.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. From the audience, a young boy with a beard.
Listen, I know we have no plans to bring this show back at this time, but I would like to humbly throw my name into the hat to be considered as the 4th member of Ragu Bagu.
Don't do it.
Hey,
Too big
whoever's
already.
editing this video, can you roll it back to the panda impression? You can go fuck yourself. You're lucky. You'll be lucky if you're ever on anything with me again, you piece of shit. Break your dick off. The final rankings for Ragu Bagu Volume 2 were number 7, Venom / New Goblin / Sandman. Number 6, Evil Elon Musk / Riot. Number 5, Electro / Gonby. Number 4, Norman Gosborn. Number 2, Lizzie. Number 1, Con.
Can we agree that the Vulture is miles ahead of any of these
yeah.
guys?
Oh, Christ,
From
yeah.
Not even
Homecoming?
close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's put the
Batman,
Vulture
for
number
Christ's
one.
Put the Vulture number 1.
No,
Fuck it,
because like
dude.
that's just where it belongs.
Doc Con, of
but I
course, is
wanted
not
to
Doc
just tell
Connors,
them.
by the way. It is Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
It's just my. It's is this
correct.
what it is? Oh my
Your
research.
research
My
completed
research
Ghostbusters
completing
World.
Ghostbusters World. Everybody. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hit me with that rank those abs.
Were they born in labs? Now it's time to rank those abs.
Overall in this franchise, Nick, what's the ab consensus?
Well, first off, very. This was before we really understood the power of the abs.
I'm pretty sure
right?
people were just using Bowflexes. They didn't understand what abs were.
Yeah, they didn't understand that in order to get shredded
Bowflex is
abs,
get abs.
you had to be 0% body fat and just chug steroids.
Okay.
Just chug steroids.
They're just using Nordic tracks. back
Nothing
then.
comes even close. I would say, out of the top of my head, best abs probably Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not saying much.
They weren't
I'm pretty
great,
sure they
yeah.
drew those in with eyeliner.
Did we even see them at all in the Amazing Spider-Man?
I don't think so. I don't think he ever took his shirt off.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, wow. He was in the.
He got
yeah.
wet that one time.
The camera was pointing out of the closet, when he
Closet,
was
yeah.
getting sick and
Yeah,
stuff. And
Yeah. Nonplussed.
yeah, not a good ab showing.
No, not a great
Yeah.
ab showing.
Terrible
Again,
at.
this whole series, as Greg
Really
so
disappointing.
eloquently pointed out, is really the shaky, broken foundation upon which Marvel came in and decimated and then
Decimated.
built.
Andy, sing the montage song from Amazing Spider-Man when he's putting everything on the wall with the strings and stuff.
For you, for you.
So good.
No, that's not that one. That's not that one. What is it? I thought we were doing the words.
Oh my god.
He's he's looking at newspaper headlines. He's like,
Still the hardest I've ever laughed on this fucking godforsaken show.
No, dude, the hardest is the mango.
Oh, man.
Mango was good.
Mango's fucking
I forgot
good.
we did X-Men.
What's the best funeral scene in the
Jesus
Spider-Man
Christ.
franchise?
I'd say 2. The one from Amazing Spider-Man 2, Gwen Stacy's, when the seasons are changing.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, when Pete's
yeah.
standing there and everything's changing around him, that was good.
What's the best suit?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
That suit's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They nailed
did
that
good.
thing.
Worst
They were like,
one?
guys, we finally figured it out.
Amazing
Now,
Spider-Man 1?
let's reboot this.
Let's off.
Let's go.
The worst one, Amazing Spider-Man 1, I agree with Kev.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The one that looks
100%.
like, I saw a
blue
Reddit
eyes.
thread that was like, it looks like a basketball.
Oh my god, it does.
I still prefer that to the Spider-Man from the Raimis though. I just
Really?
I never really liked those.
I like
Oh,
the
that just looked-
tactile
yeah.
feel to it.
Yeah, I mean they obviously they liked it too because when you come back to Spider-Man 2, he has like the more like a thicker threading or webbing on his suit.
Well, even 3, like for the black suit, they're straight up just like, we're just gonna turn the suit black.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
I kind of like that decision too.
Yeah, I thought it very much fit from like what I grew up with on like the TV show and stuff.
Well, wasn't that more like it was pure black?
He was
just
pure
big
black,
white.
just the white. Yeah, they had because he had a
The
great
TV
outline,
show?
right?
Really?
Didn't he have-
I thought he just had a like it was just a black
No,
palette.
He still
on
had
it.
the
No,
he still
no,
had the
full
3D
black.
webbing.
Yeah,
Giant
the
white
blue
one.
parts
The
are like
cartoon
a
show?
lighter gray.
Yeah. Either
I'm
way.
looking this up.
Look it up, Kev. Get
Look
to
it
it.
up.
Look it up, Big Kev Dog.
Science.
Who's the best Aunt May?
Oh, they were all
Marissa
terrible.
Tomei. Oh wait, no one allowed us
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they were all
Sally
terrible.
Field, I'll
Sally
give it Sally
Field.
Field. Here's why. She
Oh,
actually.
she sucked.
She did suck.
Well,
but-
she-
Why
but-
wouldn't
but
she
she
just say, "Hey,
wasn't-
I'm studying to be a nurse"? You know,
Well, that's not her fault. That's the writer's fault.
she should have stood up and said no.
I will record this scene. Sorry, Director Webb, I won't do it.
Sorry, Mark.
No, I mean, I feel like Sally Fields just brought was at least 2-dimensional in this, whereas Aunt May, the original old Aunt May, was that's all she did.
From
She
evil.
literally just existed to be
she
Peter's
looked-
conscience.
She
That
was
pretty
strong
much
enough
it.
to hang from an umbrella, though.
Well, she
Remember that?
does.
And
then she
clearly
thanks
is doing
the angel.
CrossFit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
She
looked
was using
exactly like the cartoon Aunt May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter's great grandmother.
What's the best random character? Like from the
Macy
whole
Gray.
franchise.
No, what's his face?
I'm gonna give it to the landlord from Spider-Man 2.
Rent.
You know what I
I hate
mean?
that guy.
I don't understand
That's
why
my
the
favorite.
landlord's daughter was in any of it. Like, why was she like? Remember when she was
nothing.
making him cakes and stuff?
Cookies.
Like, what did that
When he
add?
turned bad, that scene was hilarious.
You assume like
don't
she
make
was
me some
at some point
cookies.
going to be put in peril or do something else, but all she really did was get shit on and never
I
apologized.
remember her having a bigger part in the movie than she did.
Like he never apologized to that girl. He was just
assume
a
he did at
fucking
some point, you know
misogynistic
what I mean?
prick to her for like a good half a day.
Oh my god. I can't believe.
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about random
he's
characters,
right.
you're all thinking of Raimi stuff, right? So there's like Bruce Campbell.
Oh, he was
He's-
great. Yeah,
he's
you got to give it to
random
Bruce
ass
Campbell.
But he was cool. You know, every
What
time I
about
saw him,
best
I-
cameo in the franchise? Because I want to say it's Stan Lee in Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, I
When
agree.
he's in the
too.
library.
Oh, that was
He's
great.
like
Oh,
listening
that's a
to
good
the
one.
whole-
That's a
that was
good
a
one.
nice
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was a
yeah.
good scene.
Yeah.
His
Piano
cameos
flash
in the other ones were in what Spider-Man 1 and 2, where he just saves
In the
people.
crowd.
Yeah, nobody knew
His
yet.
Or, yeah, the
cameo
crowd.
in Venom. What the fuck?
What was his
it?
cameo in video?
When he
It
was
at
like,
the
you
very
two
end.
belong together.
You two belong
Oh
together.
yeah, that was weird.
Terrible.
He he worked at the restaurant they would frequent. No, that's
You're thinking it's something else.
yeah.
Don't say
You're right.
it.
that
You're
was
right.
the,
You're right. You're right.
He just passed him, yeah, on the street.
I don't know.
And he was a
that was
psychic.
a weird line.
Who's that?
I don't like
Who's
it.
that, Eddie? Did tell her that I'm still with her, and she can figure it out because you're fucking being weird as shit
Being
right now.
hella weird, dude. Tom Hardy.
Is this something you want to tell me?
Eddie, oh, you fucking shenanigans! Don't let it eat your liver.
Freeze
Don't
frame.
at me.
There you go.
Like if that shit
There you
ended
go.
with a freeze frame, I'd have been like, done. You guys fucking nailed it. Knocked it
What a
out.
Crushed
bad
it.
fucking movie. That movie sucked. All these movies are awful. Now, here's my question to you. Maybe
Yeah.
you have this as a bit. Spider-Verse versus, damn Tim, the XCU. Which one is better?
X-Men has good movies.
Yeah.
Some.
Okay, well, so you're saying XCU better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, if you ask me if you're like, dude, do you want to watch these 6 movies over again or Days of Future Past 6 times?
Or those
I'd be
11 movies.
Days
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
Future
say, or the
Past 6
11.
times.
Isn't that the? isn't
Yeah,
that
that's the thing
argument?
about this.
There's
Like,
11 movies of those.
I
And a lot
li-
of them were terrible.
I liked the first Amazing Spider-Man, but I still don't think it's a very good movie. Like on the X-Men side, obviously like Logan and Days of Future
Oh, yeah.
Past. and-
X-Men just destroys
Yeah,
it.
it's not even close.
It's got Deadpool, for Christ's sake. Come on.
yeah. All right, cool. I also agree with that. I just wanted to make sure you guys are all cool.
If we had
What,
to,
Panda?
if we had
What?
to do it over again, I would do Spider-Man.
No.
I did not enjoy X-Men, and
Well,
it
you
shows
don't-
in my
you don't like
performance in
watching
those shit.
movies.
Also true. So when they're all 2.5 fucking hours long,
Yeah.
That's the best thing about Venom, though. It was like an hour and 40
hey,
minutes.
they knew what they were there to do.
Yep.
Fuck you and run.
Was it really? I thought it was longer.
It was-
No,
that
no,
was
it
an
was
hour
short.
40.
Yeah, they did not fuck
I
around.
thought it was 2.
They cut out. He was pissed because they cut out like 40
40
minutes
minutes.
of the movie.
His
Someone
favorite
asked him-
40.
Someone was like, "What's your favorite scenes?" He's like, "They all got cut."
I don't know.
It may have been 130, honestly. I think it was 140, though.
Interesting.
No, I think it was 140 because
That's-
130 is the limit.
Honestly, one of the only reasons why it's above Spider-Man 3 on my list because at least they had the goddamn good grace to just make
It
it
was
short.
better than Spider-Man 3
Agreed.
by like a
It worked as a
significant
movie
amount.
for the most part. Spider-Man 3 was just like, what the fuck is
Hey,
happening?
I'll tell you, it didn't have any jazz in it, which may or may not be a point against it.
Now dig on this.
I'm
What does that mean? That's what I would say.
Remember when he punched her in the face? What?
Yeah, he just straight up haul out like open hand punch her in the face.
Terrible.
Oh, it was 1 hour and 52 minutes.
152. Oh.
Wow.
Now, would any of these movies
No.
are any of these movies better than
Dark World?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all in line with me.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Thor Dark World?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I would rather watch Thor: Dark World, and I've seen it twice.
Some of these movies would definitely.
I would say the
beat
Amazing
out
Spider-Man 1 and
X-Men
2 are
movies.
better than Thor: Dark World.
Yeah, there's a lot of really bad, like X-Men Origins. Which one? That's a good question.
Yeah.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is a terrible name, versus Spider-Man 3.
I'd go
Which
Origins
movie
Wolverine.
is worse?
I would pick Origins probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, he said there's a worse movie.
Oh, is the worst movie?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3 is
I think
worse than
Spider-Man
X-Men
3 is
Origins
worse,
Wolverine because
yeah.
it's just there's so much potential.
Yeah, and they fucked it up.
Also,
So
X-Men.
which one of these would make the list then? Like, where's the line of what would be better? Because Wolverine Origins was our bottom of XCU. So is Venom? Yeah, Venom's better.
Venom's.
I think-
Yeah.
Well,
No, I enjoyed
I don't think
Origins
so.
more than Venom.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had more
X-Men
abs.
Origins, Wolverine.
Abs, bro.
No,
I enjoyed
That was the
Venom.
one
I
with
enjoyed Venom
yeah, he's in the
significantly.
woods and William Stryker and like walk to your feet bleed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
Hey,
a
look,
better
I
movie
remember
than Venom.
lines and plot points to that, and I was just, oh fuck, the guy was
You
a loser.
remember lines to Venom?
She Venom popped up.
She Venom looked
I think
hot.
Venom's better. What about you, Andy?
I think Venom. I think I prefer Venom, but barely over Origins. Like it's. I'd rather
then
not
I'm in the
watch any
same
of
boat
them.
there, yeah.
Spider-Man 1. Yeah, I'd prefer all the rest of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Over Origins. Yeah.
For you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Kind of Funny Spider-Man in review. Stay tuned. We will return at some point.
Swing by.